We are pleased to be joined by a comedian extraordinaire, Tommy Davidson.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Glad to be here.
Can we talk about your Maryland connection? Because you lived in Silver Spring, you went to school in Bethesda,
I did.
you started your career in D.C.
I did. It's all here. It's all here. It's all here. Started in probably about '87, doing talent shows, and went from there to doing concerts. Never did a comedy club in the first year.
Oh.
Until the first year I was into comedy.
Okay.
Finally did a club. I was like, this is boring. Went up to the Apollo, performed at the Apollo, and things started going real fast.
They didn't Sandman you, did they?
No, the Sandman
get the hook.
No. I never got the hook. Never got the hook. Never got the Sandman hook. Never got that. But it was serious back then. Though.
Okay.
It was serious. I mean, people were really talented. And not that they're not talented now, but it was really a serious contest. Whereas when it became a TV show, people you'd wait to see Sandman.
Right. Yeah.
Here it come again now. He didn't get no work.
Right.
When we were back there doing it, because everybody was just so talented back to back, and moved out to LA, and took about 3 years. Took about 3 years before I got something major.
Wow.
And that was a long. That was a long 3 years.
Yeah,
long 3 years, boy.
Now you talk about back and how you started. A lot of folks have followed you since the days of In Living Color. The crew that came out of there, you, J-Lo, the Wayans brothers.
Incredible.
I mean, right on
Jim
through.
Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Have you all stayed family since then?
Yeah, we've stayed. We all know each other since then. We all been watching each other. When we see each other, we pick it up where it left off.
Okay.
But we're on different ends of the earth now, man.
I believe it.
J-Lo is somewhere way over here, and Jamie's somewhere over here, and Jim is somewhere over there. So, but we're lucky. We got together in New York.
Okay.
Cool.
At the Tribeca Film Festival, and that was fun.
Nice.
All got on the stage at the same time, and finally we got some attention because with social media. And this world, the way it's going.
Oh, yeah.
Honey Boo Boo got a show.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a show.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
we can't wait for your autobiography.
Thank
you.
It
comes out in January, and you've been working on this for 8 years.
For 8 years. It took me 8 years. It took me 5 years to get the deal, to get the book deal.
Really?
We went through publisher after publisher, and my co-author, he said, I just don't believe that no one out there wants to do your story. So we just kept going, and finally Kensington Publishing came along in New York City, and they said, we'll do it, and we're doing, it's good. We got Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. We got a main distributor, and Books A Million in the South, and so we're gonna do all these functions around the country for the book.
All right, for the book.
About my mom and me and my family and where I grew up and the whole 9 yards.
Living in Color, What's Funny About Me.
Yes,
that's
Living
the title.
in Color. Living in Color. And it's autobiographical. When I say living in color, I literally mean it. Because I was left in the trash as an infant in Mississippi.
You
That's
were
wild.
not.
Yes, I read that.
Yeah, and my mom that found me there is white. She's from Laramie, Wyoming, and my dad is from Fort Collins, Colorado.
Wow.
So I grew up in Wyoming and Colorado till I moved here in '68 to D.C.
Wow.
Okay.
During the riots.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. You talk about
when King got shot. So I'm like, that's when I discovered I was black. I was like, I'm what? I'm brown. I'm brown. What are you talking about? I'm black. And my sister and my brother were white. And I'm like, no, they're like peach. Because I took colors from the crayons.
Right.
So that was a rude awakening, and then just going from there.
It's going to be an interesting read.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's not just that, but it's the whole build into In Living Color and the In Living Color years, and me becoming a film star and all that stuff, and becoming a dad, and with kids, and it's just a nice, it's a nice odyssey that I wanted to share with people. I wanted to share my experience so that maybe that might help people get through what they are going through, because it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot to go through to become, Tommy,
right,
to this Tommy Davidson, to go back to Tommy, who is Barbara Davidson's youngest son.
Wow.
Now I'm straight.
That's fascinating.
And drawing from all those experiences to fuel your comedy.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
So Baltimore Comedy Factory this weekend. Tickets at baltimorecomedy.com. You will be performing.
I will. She said that nice and plain. You will be performing. And I'll be doing a lot of things that other comedians don't do, like President Obama.
Oh, very good.
That's very good. And I love to do him because first of all, it's not the president anymore, and that makes it kind of cool. because I'm being a president now is kind of controversial. He had 8 years in a row, and I gotta say, I had a lot of fun doing it.
So tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, see it live in person.
Yes, live in person. The comedy club is beautiful. They just redid it. It's really beautiful. I was there last night.
All right.
Nice.
Well, Tommy Davidson, so happy to see you. Thank you so
Thanks for
much.
having me.
Thank you.
Thanks
Good luck.
Much
Come
more
back
success
anytime.
to you always.
Go Ravens!
Oh, hey, thank you for that.
Go Ravens!
We'll be right back with more news, traffic, and weather.